What's going on, all you brainiacs out there? The king of trades, Shane Palma here, bringing you a new series that I'm going to start to do every single Thursday here on our new YouTube channel, and that's Shane's Thursday Night Football Player Picks. Not the greatest when it comes to picking Thursday night players. Actually, it's kind of my downfall when it comes to some of the matchups that I've had earlier in the season. I'm looking at you, John Ross, Braxton Berrios, Trent Taylor, but it's my fault. It's my fault for starting these guys. Sometimes it's the rush of having these players involved in Thursday night. Sometimes you don't have any of the other guys. Like I'm watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers one week. I'm hearing the hype behind Keyshawn Vaughn. I throw him into a lineup just for fun, just to have a dog in the race, and he ends up with half a point. It's the thrill. It's the thrill of fantasy football. It's the fun reason why we all play it. We want to watch these games. We want to have a fun reason to watch these games. So I'm going to start this series and hopefully get back on track with some correct player picks. 2 weeks ago, I got Curtis Samuel right. I was right on that breakout. I kept him from that, and I've had him since, and obviously he's done wonders for my team. Now we're going to look at some of the guys tonight that I think could have a huge game, and we'll figure out at the end of the video which one of them that I'm going to be starting. Let's get right into it. So coming in at number 3 here today, we've got tight end for the Indianapolis Colts, Trey Burton. You'll see a trend later on with Trey Burton here. But Burton, he has 2 rushing touchdowns on the season. Not something you'd expect from a tight end, but yes, he basically leads the league for tight ends in rushing touchdowns. Jack Doyle, with a concussion, is out for this game. Trey Burton is the healthiest tight end on the Colts roster right now, and he could be in line for a decent amount of snaps today. You look at what he's done in the past, ran the most tight end routes last week, even with Doyle healthy. But I believe in the Colts, and I think it's possible that Burton could have a top 10 tight end day today. If I'm going to start him, it's with the floor that maybe he gets me 5 points, but with the ceiling of 20 points there like he's done this season, finishing as the tight end 3 overall. Kelsey's on a bye, Hurst is on a bye. If you need a fill-in, I'm considering Burton for one of those spots. Coming in here at number 2, it's a name that no one likes, especially if you drafted him over a DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett or Robert Woods this season, because that was the range that he was going in. That's T.Y. Hilton. He's been a humongous, and I mean humongous, disappointment with Phillip Rivers at the helm. T.Y. Hilton has yet to have a game over 70 receiving yards. He had that 69, so he was close. He was very close, never quite made it there. He hasn't had a top 30 wide receiver week yet. Could it happen tonight? Maybe. Maybe I consider starting T.Y. Hilton. Coming off the groin injury, he was a full participant in practice these past 3 days, so he's going to play today. What does he do? Well, Tennessee is ranked 27th against the wide receiver position this season. Very, very interesting there for T.Y. Could be what the Colts need. They faltered on offense last week against the Baltimore Ravens, only putting up 10 points. T.Y. Hilton could be a spark. Could see 8+ targets tonight. Am I going to start him in my flex? Do I feel that risky today? I don't know. We'll have to see. And moving on to number 1 here, I mentioned Trey Burton earlier. Now I'm going to talk about AlieCox, because this is the tight end that I would be looking to start tonight, so long as he is healthy and active and ready to go in this game. AlieCox is easily the best tight end that the Colts have. It's just a matter of time before he's used properly, used in a role that could help him get to that tight end 1 tier, because I think it is in the realm of possibilities. We saw it earlier this season. He had finishes of 10, 6, and 10. So he's been in that top tight end 1 range so far this season. Tennessee ranks 21st against the tight ends. Not the greatest, also not the best. So it could be a pretty decent matchup there for Cox as long as he is on the field. I know I already mentioned Trey Burton. He's been stealing some of those targets, but when Cox is healthy and he's playing, he's seen a majority of those receiving yards. I think that's more key than just the targets in general. Burton saw 3 targets last week, caught all 3 of them, but only had 9 yards. While AlieCox is out there, he saw 3 targets as well. He caught 3 of them, and he had over 40 yards. Just goes to show you how much Phillip Rivers trusts AlieCox down the field. Trey Burton may be used more in the short game. I think that settles it. I think I'm going to start Mo AlieCox in one of my tight end positions in my lineup this week. Why not? I don't have really anyone besides Derrick Henry in any of my lineups today. Also, Rodrigo Blankenship. I wouldn't consider him in this list, although I still love my man Rodrigo. But I'm going to go with Mo AlieCox. I'm going to start him at my tight end position. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I can turn this ship around. Hopefully, we can get a Curtis Samuel-esque performance from Cox. And then on my way through the rest of the season, weeks 11 through 17, I could provide some really good picks for you here. If you start Mo AlieCox in your lineup tonight, if you want to take that gamble with me, let me know on Twitter at ShanePalma11. We'll be in this together, guys. Peace out.